Brothers, my boyfriend's mother recently learned she would be receiving a sizable inheritance. I think it's around $30,000.
God damn!
Yeah. And has decided to spend it by taking my boyfriend, myself, her other son, her wife, a bunch of people on a big family vacation. Awesome. Except the last time I spoke to her, she was trying to devise between two possibilities: the Grand Canyon and Hawaii. Now, brothers, I'm not an outdoor person. I have absolutely no interest in a Grand Canyon vacation. I would love to go to Hawaii, but I know that Hawaii would be significantly more expensive, especially in terms of paying for my boyfriend and myself, as we live on the East Coast and the flights would be twice as much as for anyone else on the trip. Would it be impolite to express my strong preference? Should I let her take whatever vacation she prefers with her money, and that's from craving beaches over canyons in Washington, D.C.?
This is a really good question.
And this is a great question. My first counter question is, what is your problem with the Grand Canyon? It rules. It's giant, it's made of rocks, and I've never been there.
Mm-hmm. So but I imagine it would blow your tiny mind.
Now, Travis, I don't think you're the best person to weigh in on this question, because if I remember correctly, you were the man who wouldn't drive 4 hours out of his way to see the Grand Canyon.
Now, to be fair, Justin, I had a dog and a cat with me. It was a whole thing. It was going to be a whole deal. We would have had to take them with us, and it was like day 7 of our cross-country trip.
What is your problem with the Grand Canyon?
It's a big hole.
It's just a big hole. Maybe fill up with water and let me swim in you, lake, and then we'll talk.
Grand Canyon is a shitty lake.
It's a shitty dry lake.
Wait, we've really turned around on the Grand Canyon since the beginning of this question.
This is the very definition of a win-win scenario. Because if she chooses Hawaii, awesome. You are going to have a fucking sitcom special episode. And it's going to be amazing, and you're going to love it. You're going to have the best time ever. Go to the Grand Canyon. Going to save a lot of money. Probably only going to spend maybe 5 G's on that, right? Getting there. That leaves 25 G's of this inheritance left over. I have to be very delicate with my next few sentences because I don't want to implicate myself in anything. But as I see it, if you want this inheritance to kick your way, you've got maybe 6 or 7 people standing in the way, and the Grand Canyon, while a shitty lake, gotta be so careful here, is
so delicate.
If things, let me think, Jesus Christ, things that fall into it will pick up, let's call it a fatal amount of inertia. Now, I'm not saying anything about Murder Most Foul, but I am saying how quickly can you push 6 or 7 people. All I'm saying, win-win scenario. I'm not saying murder these people if you go to the Grand Canyon, but how bad do you want this money?
Here is one thing. Now, when you don't decide to push them into the Grand Canyon,
don't do that.
Whoa.
Don't do that. I thought you said anything about pushing someone in the Grand Canyon.
I'm saying when you don't do that.
Oh, okay.
When you don't do that and get them all in a line and push them in the Grand Canyon, I cannot caution you enough against losing your nerve halfway through.
Yeah. Because listen, if you only do 3 or 4,
if you only do 3 or 4 to lose your nerve, that's no good. That nothing good will come of that.
Yep. We're not saying any of that. I'm saying I saw a YouTube video of somebody throwing 7 watermelons into the Grand Canyon, and they did not even come close to surviving the fall. And I'm also saying that watermelons are the most human-like fruit. And that's all I'm going to say. That's just where I stand on the matter.
Do you know what this question asker did wrong?
What's that?
Their opportunity for this, not the other thing, but when you were talking with your boyfriend's mother, why didn't you say it then? Why weren't you like, oh, Hawaii would be great?
Well, no, because it's her. I get it. It's her fucking money. You don't want to be like, you are not a member of the family. You are dating a member of the family. So it is super not your place to be like.
No, but the loophole is this. It's not like she said Grand Canyon and you said, oh, how about Hawaii?
No.
Like she said either Grand Canyon or Hawaii. All you had to do is like, oh, Hawaii sounds fun. Or the Grand Canyon. Either way, but Hawaii, I've always wanted to go there.
Because it's her 30 stacks. She gets to make the call.
Hawaii is... I feel like once you pay for the Grand Canyon trip, it's pretty much paid for. Once you go to Hawaii, though, I feel like you're just begging for upsells.
But what about
I think
burros?
You're getting upsold a lot. What
about burros? You gotta pay for the
Sorry.
burros.
Burro rental.
Yeah, very
that's-
cold
that's
donkeys.
You gotta get the audio.
That was
to
a
where it's
shitty
like,
joke,
Over
Travis.
here's a hole.
Thank you, Griffin.
No, a lot of people give us shit for not recognizing your good jokes, and I'm trying to get better about that. But that also means I'm going to call you out when you do a fucking terrible
No,
joke.
because it's a burro.
Shut, stop it.
He's a chili donkey. Burro.